Hello guys, welcome to this edition of The Last Lick. It's good to be here and it's good to see you again. I am your host for today and my name is Lapel. Let the co-host introduce herself, our cast member and also a lovely guest. So go ahead, co-host.
Hi guys, I'm your co-host for today. I'm Jenny from the blog, back again with my favorite host, LP.
Our cast member.
Hi, it's me again.
And a lovely medical practitioner.
I'm Frances.
Lovely. It's good to be here on set with you all. Today we have some juicy topics. But before we get onto it, let's, see how our weekend was. So ladies, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was Easter. God died for us. Jesus died for our sins. And that's real love. So I was happy. Yeah.
Yourself?
Oh, my weekend was full of food, movies, talking to my talking stage.
I like that.
And yours, please.
Regular one, nothing extra. Sleeping all day.
Hey, unlike hers, mine was lit. I can't lie. I can't pronounce one of the restaurants in Sumunam.
In Sumunam.
That's where I went to Garage.
So you saw R2Bs?
No, I actually left to Polo Beach Club. Garage was too packed. By the time we came back, they'd finished performing.
Oh, that sucks.
Nsawam was lit.
Girl, she means Nsawam. Why?
Sorry, I'm learning. I've just moved to Ghana, so I'm learning. But it was lit. The music was lit. The drinks was lit. The t-shirt was lit. It was lit.
Glad to hear.
That's why you were inviting us.
Yeah. I was like,
let's do something.
I was so last minute. I was like, girl, I'm trying to be out. I'm trying to be outside.
Yeah,
but I was so sad.
It was so lit.
We have to plan.
But yeah, just like the weekend, we have another lit topic. And today, ladies, we are discussing injectable contraceptions, which are being led to an increased risk in brain tumors. I mean, this is quite horrific, and I want us to discuss it because it affects us ladies, and a lot of women are on contraceptives, and it's said that only 1 in 20 women are not going to be protected by using these contraceptions. So is it worth the risk? Ladies, let's dive in and discuss. So tell me about your views on this topic.
Honestly, I don't think it's worth the risk because I'm not trying to have all of this baggage on me just for a man that's not even gonna take me serious at the end of the day. That's crazy. I'm not trying to do all that. So what about you? What do you think?
For me, honestly, I've never been on contraceptives before in my life, so I've never had any effects. It hasn't impacted me personally. However, right now on social media, there's a huge craze on women talking about how they realized that during the teenage years, they didn't just feel normal.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand it until they started having conversations and realizing, I was depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, this affected me. And I think one of the biggest factors that a lot of people experienced was depression, which is
a big factor.
A side effect. There's so many side effects, like irregular bleeding throughout your periods. Some women don't experience periods at all.
Like, how can you stop my period? Just
I'm trying to. And I feel like... And even depression is a side effect. Is it worth it? And also the brain tumor thing, But just to let you know, it's not all injectable contraceptions. I had to write this down. So it's contraceptives that contain medrogetone. Depo-Varia is one of them that contains that. Progestrogens and medroxyprogesterone. So ladies, let's do our research on all of these chemicals, whatever they are.
Because I feel like everything you just mentioned, I'm telling you, 20%, maybe even more than 20% don't know the stuff you just mentioned. And I think it's our job today to insight them on what we're talking about.
Yes.
Our practitioner.
Oh.
Our practitioner. Do you want to say something?
Well, I think she was right. But the listing, we still correct them. They are not all progesterones that cause that or that has a high risk of you getting tumors. Basically, what the thing does is that every medication on this whole controlling your hormone system, it regulates it. It suppresses it, and anything that suppresses your hormones. That is why you made mention of the depression and the others. Yeah. It will definitely, because it's suppressing your hormone. Just imagine when you're even ovulating, what happens to you? Some of us go bored, like we go extra.
When you're ovulating and you don't have a man there, I feel sorry for you.
When we're ovulating, we get to a point where, personally, I'm like, my social battery is low, very low when I'm ovulating. I don't know for others, but I believe it runs in almost every woman. So imagine taking the pill, progesterone pill, that is suppressing your hormones, so that is actually suppressing your estrogen and preventing you from having your normal cycle and these things. It will really affect you. And yes, the particular one, the depot, the depot shots has been set to one way or the other, linked to an increase. An increase. So it's not all, but it's just specific ones. So that's particular, that type of progesterone.
Okay. Thank you.
What about you, Mimi?
About me.
What about you?
What are your thoughts? Like, have you experienced any of these side effects personally? Do you know anyone who has, or what's your feedback on all of this?
I haven't really like had any contraceptive that you have to go to the hospital
for
to get. The most I've done is like the emergency morning after pill. That's the most. And
even with that,
in the past,
that's
past like 5 to 6 years, I don't think I have done that.
Ooh, you're protecting well.
That's good.
I'm not changing anything about my body knowingly. So if we are not, the man is not like trying to protect himself and us, we are not trying to be intimate. Because it's easy. I feel like it's easier to wear a condom than
do the pull out, risky pull out.
But I mean, they say it's not nice without their.
I mean, they said it's not nice without it. Yeah, I mean, for them, but from honestly, I can't even tell the difference.
Oh, for real?
I see.
You have WAP.
But like, when it comes to injectable contraceptives, we look at women's human rights. According to the World Health Organization, it's a human right for women to be on contraceptions. It's about the liberty, it's about the freedom, it's about the choice. So women who are on contraceptives, it's like they're putting their life first. They're not waiting for the man to wear a condom. They want to dictate,
themselves first.
That I don't want to have a baby, And just to let you know, injectable contraceptives does not save you from STIs. So if you want to be really protected, both get tested or wear a condom. Let the man wear a condom. And there's also female condoms as well.
But how like popular are female condoms? Like, do we see female condoms
as much
readily in
even
the supermarket?
Female condom. Like, we're not trying to get into all that. Like, women, one thing I've realized is that women, we're trying to like get the emergency pill ASAP.
But you see the thing with we are all. Today's topic is on the injectables, but the truth of the matter is, they're all doing the same thing. And with the emergency, it depends on how you also use it at the time, because it has a limit within a year, the number you have to take. Some of us have made it like our wombs. Someone say our wombs has made it, our wombs are literally like a pharmacy for contraceptive.
Like paracetamol.
Something, we take it constantly, but it's not like that. It causes even much harm and damage more than even this that you are even doing in the 3-month span.
Most women don't even
imagine
know
taking this every day or every week,
day.
and you are taking the injectable, the depot shots within just 3 months, because it's a 12 weeks interval that you go to take the shots, and you are taking this one every day. Look at the suppression, and the risks of it is even more higher.
It's higher.
It's and one thing about it, when the woman gets to a point of hormonal imbalance, conceiving becomes a lot of problems.
Because I know for the injectable ones, it can seize your fertility.
For some women. Yes.
So like, imagine you're trying to build with your husband. Maybe let's say he was your fiance. You guys are not ready to conceive. You take the thing. At least a year goes by. You take it. After 2 years, you're trying to conceive now is an issue. You know, let's say Ghanaian in-law mothers, like they're crazy. They're not going to understand. They're not going to understand that it's because you were trying to prevent something. Yes. They're not going to get that.
Enemies in our village.
Our enemies. Watch out for your enemies. Your own people.
But that's what I think. I think there are like side effects to these things that go far beyond the present moment. Like a lot of women have said that after they've taken contraceptives and they've come off it, their periods don't ever regulate. Yeah. They find it hard to conceive. Yeah. So I feel like there's many facts that are not being told. Yeah. And I feel like women should really investigate into these things the same way that we investigate into our diet and we know what works for us and what doesn't.
The same
we
way
should investigate into these.
But you see, the thing is that how many of us take a Coke and we check the content of a Coke?
There are some people that do.
It depends.
But how many? The question is how many? We barely. So the thing is, that's why we mostly advise that when you are a woman and you are going for these things, ask about the advantages and disadvantages. Because for me, like I was telling a friend, for me, when I take pear every month consistently in a week or prior to my ovulation or my period, I don't pear. Avocado. Okay. I don't experience any like cramps. But some people will take it. Some of them even go as far as taking medications, like strong painkillers. But it doesn't do anything to them. Yeah. So you consult with your your doctor or whoever it is and tell them this is what I want. Or I've read about this. I don't know. You know what you may experience. Our bodies are all different. So what you experience, I may not experience it. So you discuss with your health. I'm not comfortable with this. There's something called the patient's right. Yeah. You have a right to detect what you want. If you don't want the injectables, there are other ones. Like I said, it's the one that has really been linked to the tumor. That's depot shots. Yes. Yeah, the depot bearer. But then others are not. You know, there are types of progesterones. Yep. That is just a specific type. There are types that are also okay that people are using with less effect. And again, research has not really linked it to that directly. It is just so many observations people are coming about. It has not really been so much of an established fact yet.
But if it's affecting 10 people, that's enough. If it's affecting 100 people, that's enough. Like, I don't feel. I'm not comparing it, but you're not comparing it to scientifically. No, exactly. Because mind you, it's not that particular medication or that particular shot. It's not just used for the effect of contraceptive. Endometriosis, they use it for such uterus like problem. When you have other conditions, that's when they use that. To the hospital, they use that as well.
I read somewhere that she said she used the injection just once. And her bleeding never stopped. She kept bleeding and bleeding.
Some people have conditions like endometriosis. Sorry. Yes, it's an endometrium. Let me even get you the exact word. But then it's an endometrium problem. It's a uterus problem. And they use that to try and it's a cure for that condition. Exactly. It's a treatment for that condition.
Using more hormones to cure.
Yes, it's a treatment for that condition. So it's not necessarily as contraceptive for just that purpose. So some people use it for their conditions. So
what you're telling me is that something that a lady takes a shot to not get pregnant. Yes. But really and truly, this thing is it's not just about not getting pregnant. This thing is used for other purposes. Yes. So don't you think that is more harmful to someone who has no health conditions, who doesn't want to get pregnant? Don't you think that's mad?
No,
that's crazy.
that would be something else to say, because what may
don't
be
trust
as
these doctors.
No, what may be as treatment.
Don't trust the pharmaceutical companies as well.
No.
Well, I mean, everyone is
I'm not
to some point. I think you should. If you don't trust them, who else are you going to trust?
Trust yourself. Do your research.
Yeah, do your own research. Like, know what's up. Know what's out there.
That everything is out there. You see, when you take Google,
the doctor,
everything is out there on Google.
See, everything is out there.
Specific things.
A woman would rather trust her doctor so much than go on Google and check for her.
No, but that's the issue.
No, but that's the issue. It's good to go and. For me, I always stand for know something for yourself before you try.
Exactly. And where do they get that information from to know something for themselves? They go to in the UK, we go to the NHS website. In Ghana, we go to our doctor. I don't trust these doctors because at the end of the day,
you see, the problem with that mindset. No, the problem with that mindset is
you don't trust Ghanaian doctors, or you don't
trust at all. Because at the end of the day, doctors have to. Doctors cannot do certain things. Doctors cannot say this medicine is bad for you. Doctors are signed up to the doctor whatever board, so they have to wait. No. During COVID,
it doesn't work like that.
During COVID, there was no doctor that told you that the COVID vaccination is harmful. They cannot say it because they can.
Every doctor. No, that's not true. Let me clarify the myth.
Okay.
Yeah. Every doctor will tell you the advantage and the disadvantage
A
of
real doctor that has
everything.
morals.
Every doctor, if you care about your health, once you sit there, you question everything that happens.
Yes,
Okay.
that's most
What is this?
definitely.
Most of them will go to the extent of even teaching you in-depth knowledge about things I mean, even though you look at the patient to doctor ratio in Ghana, it's much less. But then most of us even open our lines to, I know my colleagues who are opening their lines to their patients and having conversations with them, even
yes,
about conditions that are not even related, even
their condition.
yes,
Yeah,
that's what
real.
brought them to the hospital.
Yes.
So if you say I'm not going to trust a doctor, I'm not going to trust any doctor, there's something called the reticular activating system. It's like when your brain says I'm going to focus on yellow. Today you see yellow all the time. So if you say that if you say if you say that I'm not going to trust any doctor, even when he's saying what is right, you go to your pastor first.
But when I say not trusting the doctor, I'm not saying I'm just gonna. I think all doctors are bad. But what I'm saying is that where do these doctors get the information? Because a doctor is not.
for 7 good years.
How do you
How do you cure yourself?
Do you compare research?
Do you go?
I'm not saying
Google. Sometimes the
do your own
research you do
research.
for your own
Anything
self,
that is
you're gonna
man-made
find so
is
much that
dangerous.
doctor wouldn't even
No,
tell you.
everything man-made
Anything
or
man-made,
natural
you
is
have to
still
research.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Natural
but I
man-made
think
is
man-made
still
is more
dangerous.
dangerous than
No, then
I
what?
think
Let me
natural
tell
is more dangerous than
Money-
man-made.
money in your
body
hands.
is not meant to be taking all of these fake things.
No, money in
really,
your
we
hands.
should be having sex with our husbands, but we're not. So
Money,
that's why we do contraception.
money in your hands. Listen, money in your hands.
Oh, not me. I don't know.
Yeah, like girl, speak for yourself, please.
Money in your hands.
Please.
Money in your hands, depending on what you use it for, will bring either good or bad. The same money people use to go and buy mass weapon and those bombs and stuff. It's the same money people also use to go and take refugees from those places.
It's not the same.
No, it's the same money.
It's not the same.
Money in your hands is money. What
No,
you
do
use
you know
it for
what the
is the
difference is?
effect.
Do you know what the difference is?
I wanna
Is
know
the
what the
person
difference is.
and so what you're talking about when people use it for buy arms and wars, we're looking at governments, we're looking at banks, all of these big societies. Like it's about your intelligence towards money. To be honest with you,
Money in
people that
whoever
have-
individual
okay,
hands
Hey,
will
guys,
not make
but
any
if I
difference.
have restricted to money,
if
want
I
to
have-
see
no,
how
but
they
that's
how it leads
I'm
to.
trying to relate it to what she's saying.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's the person who has the knowledge to handle.
But
what
why
it
do
is
you
in
think
their
we go?
hands.
Do you know
But
what
what
happened to
about
medical
you?
school?
Hold on.
Medical school.
I feel like we're about to drift away a bit.
You do.
No, we don't drift,
too much.
no. We don't
We're
drift.
gonna
You do have to trust your
really have
doctors.
to link the same
Do
house.
your
Link
research,
the brain
know
tumor.
what you want.
Yeah.
Do your research, know what
Yes.
you want. But you do, if you go in with the mentality that I don't trust any doctor, that's very scary.
You go with the mentality that okay, I heard what you said, but let me do my
Let me
research.
do my own
Because let me
research.
just add this.
You're-
At the end of the day,
I
when
have
you
gone
do
to
your
school for
research-
7 years.
I'm not discounting
Who published
that.
those research?
I'm not
Who published
discounting
those research?
that.
There are
Because
people
I am not
Google
discounting
published the
that.
research.
But what I'm saying,
Who will tell
do you
you
know
you
how
are
many
dying? Bro,
Do you know how many people?
You can have a headache. Google will tell you you have cancer.
Do you know
Like,
how
bro,
many
be for
people
real.
have
Symptoms to
issues with the
pregnancy.
COVID-19 vaccine right
No,
now?
it's
that the
not
doctors
about-
were happily
you see,
injecting us
injecting
with.
it-
No.
Come on, a lot of people
Every
have
doctor
died.
will tell
a lot of
you.
people have become paralyzed.
But
a lot of people
yeah.
have sleep issues
No,
due to
Mimi-
this
I think Mimi
same
trying to even say something.
vaccination.
Mimi,
So
what you
at the
trying
end
to
of the
say?
day, I'm not
Everything
saying
has a
doctors are
side
bad.
effect.
So we
like
have to do our
every
own
single thing
research.
you do.
So
Side
what if you
effect.
come with your research and the research says that it is wrong to take this depot, and you comes to me and I said and I'm trying to make you understand why it is a good option or it's a bad option.
Okay, can I
because you've
answer?
done your research.
I can answer.
So will you say you wouldn't take it or
So
not?
let me tell you, it's my choice.
Yeah, I was about to say at the end of the day,
It's my choice.
I just made a
Asking
statement here
you.
that every patient, if you check the patient's charter, every patient has a right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can come with your research. Mind you, a lot of things are published online.
But you are not God. Doctors are not God at the end of the day.
No one said we are God.
So at
Did
the
I
end of the
say
day,
we are
whatever
God?
you say, I have my choice.
We are not God.
but they can
Whatever
cure.
we
They
say,
can
you
cure.
have
I've
a
studied
choice.
for 7
So
years,
when you
but
are
I'm not
sick,
God. It's
yeah,
my body.
yeah. So wait,
and if I die, I die.
When you do your research on the surgery, perform your surgery.
No, let me tell you
She's
this.
trying to tell you that if you don't
Let
tell
me tell
doctors,
you
you're on
this.
your own.
Let me tell you this.
When you do
I'm
your
not
research on
saying-
your surgery,
Look, let me
perform
tell you
your
this.
surgery.
Let me just tell you this. I have 2 sisters as barristers. I understand what it takes to go and do all of this long thing. I understand that I've met people. My friend is a doctor. She talks about all the studying that she did.
Yeah.
So I don't discount the fact that we do need medical practitioners.
So
but
wait,
what
do
I'm
you
saying,
trust your
at
friend
the
as a
end of
doctor?
the day, is I have to understand my body.
Yeah.
Because the doctor is paid to do what they have to do. The doctor
No,
is
we are not just paid
inundated
to do
with a
that.
lot of
We are,
people.
our life we are living because of you. That's why we are alive.
You are a good one.
We are living.
Not all of them are good.
Doctor.
Yeah,
Everyone
but the
with
way he's looking, I think
integrity
he's trying to
is
see it
good.
like you don't think they're all
If
of
you
them
go
are
with
bad.
the
You think all of them are
mentality,
bad.
you will have an effect.
He wants to let you know
So
that not all of them are bad. Some have morals.
Yeah, I don't think, and I wouldn't say a doctor is bad. I wouldn't stand to say a doctor is bad. I wouldn't stand to say a nurse is bad. I wouldn't stand to say a health worker.
Maybe
I wouldn't stand to say this person is bad.
Maybe they might
No,
just
I
have
wouldn't.
morals. They
At
might
the
just
end
not
of the day, there was a story
Until I
of a
have-
nurse that was killing babies in
until
their
I ha-
thingy.
no, but that's
So
one you
don't
have a
trust
proof.
Anyone.
their
You see,
thingy.
You have a proof.
you see, you are forgetting to
In
know
life,
that
there
a
are
lot
good
of people are
people
having
and bad.
mental
Hold on,
issues.
guys, let's see
There are
what
even
everyone's
people
gonna
with
say.
mental issues who are even working in normal facilities. You
Yes.
don't even know about.
I know.
So you know
Including
before you
doctors
come
and
from
nurses.
the standpoint, oh, this is bad, this is bad.
Doctors
For all you
are
know
gonna-
that they are having a condition that is telling them that, you know, those with even schizo, they will say that, oh, there are worms on their skin. You see them using blade to cut their skin.
Yes,
you see that he's bad. Oh, he's bad, but he's not bad. His mind
I
has
think you're
spoken
shifting
to
what I
him
said.
that.
I'm not saying people that have
honestly
mental
don't get
abilities.
your point.
I'm not talking
I don't
about
get your
that.
point.
Because
I really
a
don't get your
doctor who
point.
has a mental disability should not even be a doctor. So I don't know what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
But what's your point?
Every
What
one
is-
of us
like,
in the
I've made my point.
point?
Would you let me clarify?
in the setting. Let me clarify this. Let me clarify this
Because
thing.
what I've said is valid. Because
Let
you are
me
a practitioner, maybe you don't like it.
No,
But
I
what I've
wouldn't.
said
No.
is valid.
Yeah.
What I've said is that there are practitioners and doctors. Some are good, some are not. And regardless of whatever they tell
No,
you,
everyone-
you must know what you want to
For
do
yourself.
You see, now let me clarify. Let me clarify them.
all.
Can I clarify this?
Please.
I'm not saying what you are saying. I'm not going to invalidate your feelings. I wouldn't do that.
I don't
because
care.
I wouldn't
Facts
do that.
are facts.
Whether you care or not, I care. It means a lot to me.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I'm just here I'm listening to you to respond to you, not just to react.
just give- yeah.
I'm not reacting. I'm responding to you so that you understand that. I'm not saying doctors have mental issues. Mind you, in the setting of all of us here, one of us is beyond the normal spectrum of health. Of normal.
Yeah, of
not
normal.
all of us here. They would not in the setting of 4 people. One person is exactly exactly.
crazy.
So it's not like
I'm
one person is
crazy.
not on the normal spectrum.
Okay.
Even though they act exactly
on the
what you
normal
think, but
spectrum.
they think abstract than what we will even think about.
like a normal human
It is
being
normal.
would.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I wouldn't want you to go with the myth that doctors are bad. Because if you say now, let me land.
That's not what I said, but
Okay, some doctors are bad. Mind you,
it's not, I'm not saying fear doctors though. The
Okay.
same way they say fear
Well, if you
women.
allow me to
I'm not
land,
saying
I will
fear
educate
doctors,
you on
but
it
the thing is
very
that you're
perfectly.
flying with something that I didn't even say. That's why I'm not going to let you land. What I'm saying, because it'll be a waste of your time. Because what I'm saying, all I'm saying is that ladies, please, when you go to do your introductory,
And I'm not debunking
contraceptory,
that.
all of these,
Everyone must learn.
know what
Every
is
doctor.
good for you. Learn your
Before
body.
a
They
nurse
educate you
when
when
you
you
go
go
to
to
a
a clinic.
clinic,
For
they
yourself.
educate you.
Like, it's actually very normal.
Even if you don't ask,
And I
even if you don't
respect
ask.
you.
No,
what you bring
no,
to the
that is
table.
what a
Because you
doctor,
have
even a
studied.
nurse, as a nurse, I did nursing in my undergrad before going to medical school. You have to educate, patient's education. I'm coming to give you water into your, when I'm giving what, this is water. I'm giving this and this and this. Everything I give you, I must
explain.
educate to you.
Yes, I've
it
let
is
you
your
know.
right.
It's your right. Like I'm
It's
giving
the
you
right
this
to
code.
know what it
Exactly.
is.
So
But it's
before you
also
even
our
come
right
with
to know
your-
how it affects us personally.
No, but
So
when
we
I
must
say
also know
education,
how to-
education
Go to the
go beyond the
hospital,
explanation.
and
My
you are
education
even
is your
given
advantage and
hold on,
disadvantage
guys,
and
hold
every
on.
other thing I'm telling you.
When they
I
are
won't
giving
just
you
come in,
medication,
no.
they tell you this is for your headache.
Yes.
This is for your.
This is
for
the
your-
side
for
effects. This is this.
This can make you
Yes.
sleep.
They'll
You
tell you.
feel
Okay.
Exactly.
But do you know that I've taken things that didn't necessarily work for me? That the doctor said
Every
it's going to
human
work. And
system
do you
is
know-
different.
See, but
That's
do
why you
know-
go
listen,
back.
It is a human right
For
for
example.
us to make an informed decision. That's
Yeah,
all
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
But that's
She's saying
But that's
that
why you
know
have a right
yourself.
to take it or not.
is
When
right.
they give you the thing,
You should know for yourself.
See, you
That's
go
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
hospital, uti paiwo, your head hurts. The same medicine they give you, they can give you the same medicine to the next person. It's gonna work for you. It's not gonna work for the next person.
Exactly.
So it's like you do your own self research
And there
and
are
know what would
variations
work.
of different
I feel
things.
like that's what she's trying to
There's
say.
one of
know,
many
Know
things.
yourself first.
But why did you say you
how
don't
will
trust
you know that
doctors?
that didn't work for you?
Yeah, but the thing is that
How will you know? I want to know. How will you
let me
know it
answer the
doesn't work for
question.
you?
Because maybe you have tried the thing before
And it
and you
didn't work.
realize it didn't work.
So
Number
what if
two,
you
Tell
come
your
with
doctor
I think you are contradicting.
I'm not contradicting myself. No, I think that you are offended because you work in that field.
How can I be offended?
The
purpose of the conversation is to educate. I can't be offended.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to your next topic, which is also juicy.
I told you it was gonna.
I'm saying
it's not offense. I just want to educate.
I don't want to put out information that is not right. All I'm saying is that whatever you go for in a doctor, know your body, know the family you come from. There are many things that go through your family that maybe is not good for you.
How
should
will
know
you
your family
even know?
history. People, we will
tell you some of these things. Some of
them, doctors are not God.
Then we will tell.
Please do your own research.
No one said we are God.
For example,
no one
like
said doctors are God. No health worker is a God. No human being is even a God.
It's
not bad at all. Everyone is advised to educate.
Some women don't even know that if I'm like, let's say 90 pounds and I go and do this injection thing, my risk will be higher than someone's whose weight is 60 pounds. Unless you ask your doctor, hey, does it affect me? They're even going to tell you that, I think you're 90 pounds, you shouldn't do it.
I think, remember, it's all probability.
For the lack of better words. For the lack of better words, that's what she's trying to explain to you. No,
you said when you do a surgery, you do know you have to sign the things that if
your consent form. Yes,
it's all on you, not on the doctor. Please
listen. You see, you are getting it all wrong. I
understand what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I did business and financial law as a master's. I understand what you're saying. I'm an intelligent person as well.
Yeah,
I am.
So I understand. Maybe ladies, I understand everybody's. We have to go for part 2 because it's getting very juicy. Let's go to the next topic. Because
you know what? Before we even go to the next topic, if you're watching, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you think Lapel is wrong. If you think she's right.
I think Lapel is not allowing me to learn. And if the purpose of the show is to educate, I must educate.
So please do educate our women a bit on these injectable contraceptives because you are here for a reason. So let's hear from you, please.
Okay, so my opinion on the injectable is that, like you said from the onset, know your body, know what you want. And we always say that patients should know what they want. When you come and you tell me this is what you want, it's in my position to explain to you, this is this and this is this. If you also go this way, this is this and this. That's why we advise. When you go to the consulting room, we go and we speak to you about what is right, what is wrong, and we debunked all the myth behind some of the things that you hear or some of the histories or the other things you've read online and those things. So when you go to, if you want to take, I do take contraceptives. I actually stopped the emergencies because of some personal reasons. I realized it was affecting my hormones. Even I who knows the advantages and disadvantages, I was abusing it at a point. Yeah. So I had to take myself off it and then do what I ought to do. Know yourself. I study my period charts very well. Yeah, and then, I'm good to go. I'm still going and I haven't had any problem.
Do you take like contraceptives?
Yeah, I used to, but lately I don't.
So when you lately used to, which one do you think helped you the most, even though they all have side effects?
Everyone for what someone will go and take the IU
and it
will be okay for them. You know, there are other good testimonies about the depot shot. Yeah, people do take that depot and they are okay. Some of them have everything perfect.
Yes, I saw this one that said it was actually World Health Organization. They talked about this. So it was a woman in Burkina Faso. Her neighbor was on the shots.
The shots.
Yeah, and then she gave birth. 2 children. She gave birth to her 3rd child. And the neighbor, was having doubts. And she did it and mama. No.
Oh, exactly.
Exactly.
So know yourself. So if you come and tell me that, I know myself, I wouldn't take painkillers when I'm having menstrual pain. I will study the next month and take care throughout that period to help myself because I know myself. I've studied what works for me. Yes. I wouldn't go on contraceptives for a longer time. But if you want to do it, go to see your health professional, go to your doctor, go to your nurse, speak to them and ask them. The doctor's prescribed. So go to your doctor and speak to them. This is what I want. I want to go on the 5-year family planning. I want to go on a 3-month plan. I want to take this shot. I've heard about this. Yeah. Research about it. Know it. Come to him. He will clarify them. Exactly why we've gone to school for so many years. And there are some people who are taking it, not serious. In every profession, there will be somebody who is doing something one way or the other. Yeah. But it is your responsibility. It is your body. Make sure you know the in and out of every single thing. Because even go to him and make sure the myths are clarified if you go for it. Sometimes even what you think is best may not work for you.
Best. Yeah.
It wouldn't work for you.
Even when you want to stop taking the contraceptive, no matter which one it is, the injectable, the pill, you have to go and consult doctor. Patch on my I want to stop. What
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you want to take it, go and especially if you are taking for the long term. Yeah. If you are going with the emergency contraceptive, my advice would be that don't abuse it. Do not abuse it, because it has a serious effect on your hormones.
And what is your definition of abusing? Like I say, some people they are breakfast, some people they are morning.
The breakfast one, the morning devotion, their food.
How many times
their food
are you supposed to take it in a year?
What I know is that it's probably maximum 4 in a year or 3.
Like, wow.
It shouldn't be like
every week, every month.
Yeah.
Some people,
for example,
every month.
Yeah, my man told me.
I wouldn't come and say I'm a saint
more than 2
because
times in a year.
Then you should wear a condom then.
But you know,
now to the topic of people wouldn't want to do it. I mean, they want to
exactly.
Oh, I like it this, I like it that, but then
I understand.
But you have to protect yourself.
Yes, you have to put yourself first at all times, because that man is not having any contraceptives. He doesn't have it. It's you who is taking it. You have the risk,
and it has
body.
so much effect.
It does.
Personally, with the emergency. Oh, it has so much.
Yeah.
And you know one thing, when a woman has hormonal imbalance,
hey, you can go mad. I'm telling you.
No, okay. A lot of things can suppress you to go extra, but then
things can go wrong.
It's crazy. It can get really crazy.
Has anyone experienced hormonal imbalance here?
Yeah.
So I mean, at every point when you are even having your menstrual period, you are not in the state of balance.
Yeah. Sometimes
that's what they always tell you. Health is not the absence of the absence of infirmities. It's not the absence of you being sick. Sometimes you not being in your normal state. You not being moody. And there are a lot of hormones that controls every part of the thing. Yes. So at that stage, you are not in the perfect state of balance. It's not overboard to be called an illness or a sickness that is peculiar, that needs immediate attention. But when it's overboard to a certain point, that's when it requires attention. But at every stage, no one is in. I mean, when adrenaline are shooting, I'm not in the normal state. Yes, I'm not in my rightful state, because when your adrenaline is shooting high, I mean, you're in a state of fight or flight.
Fight or flight.
That's not what you are in at the normal. The normal, you are at a very cool, calm, relaxing. This one. But when it kicks in very high, you are in another state. So it's at state of imbalance at that moment. Wow. But the body will regulate it for you to come back normal.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
We have spoken elaborately on this topic, and it's amazing. We appreciate your expertise on this matter. Yeah. And we've learnt so much. And ladies, no matter what we've said, we want you to go and do your research. We want you to speak to your doctors. We want you to build that relationship with them, because at the end of the day, health is not a constant thing. Just like you said, one day it could be this, one day it could be that. So it's a constant journey. So we really do appreciate your input on this.
I mean, we are all learning. I'm still learning. I'm still knowing more things. Some of the things you think you know, but you don't know.
There's nothing wrong with
a lot of every day new researchers are coming. Just like they stated that it's linked to tumor today. Another person can bring their theory and debunk it.
Yes.
And then it's something else.
Let's all get a shot.
You should, as long as you know you're ready to be taking these contraceptives.
I want to ask a question.
Okay, go on.
What type of contraceptive do you as a practitioner recommend to Ghanaian women?
Interesting.
I wouldn't recommend.
Have you ever recommended the injections to anyone?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
I'm not in the state where I can prescribe for anyone now. Okay. I've not completed my med school yet, but I've completed as a nurse, and I have my PIN and everything. But I can't dictate to you what you should do. That's why I recommend go and see your doctor. Me, if you ask me for my personal opinion on what you should do, I will tell you that study your chart flow. Okay. Because it works for me so well.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can alter your chart, but it works for me so well.
Yeah.
So I know the time I'm ovulating, when I'm to have
when your chances of pregnancy is
do you know
high,
what?
when it's low.
I think we're gonna have to do this a part 2 segment. You're gonna have to come back.
Definitely.
There's so many more questions I think we all have. But due to time, I think we have to move on to the next
one.
The next topic. So please take it away.
Yeah. Because I know most of our women have comments and everything. They have questions. So I think you guys should comment, subscribe, let us know what you have to say, and
and the things you want to know, write it in the comment section so we can tackle those questions in the next segment. All right. So guys, it's been a great one. We've had such a blast talking about contraceptives, doctors, being, well informed about your body. It's been amazing, and I hope as ladies that you have picked up something from it. And ladies, do remember that it's your body, is your choice, and you have to be accountable for all the decisions you make. So make sure you make an informed one. It's been amazing hosting you today. My name is Lapel, and this is The Last Lick. See ya!
Period.